Today, protests continued on college campuses across the country as groups supporting Palestine and calling for an end to the war in Israel. The war in Gaza. Protesters are calling for universities to separate themselves from any companies that are advancing Israel's military efforts in Gaza. Along with protests, hundreds of arrests and efforts to shut down encampments over concerns of anti-Semitic activity. Here in Denver, pro-Palestinian protests continued for a third day at Auraria's Tivoli Quad. After about 40 people were arrested Friday afternoon, today, many returned for another day in the rain to gather and listen to speakers. There were no arrests made today, according to the campus, but protests prompted others who had plans on campus to cancel their own event, including a cancer fundraiser. Here's 9 News reporter Ria Jha.
In 2016, Keith Steckmesser was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. At the time, the survival rate was 9%.
When you start thinking about things in life, when you think that, oh, I'm not going to see my daughters get married, I'm not going to see grandchildren, that's always affects you.
But thankfully, Keith got to see both of those milestones.
So that means I made the 90th percentile, never did the 90th percentile in academics. So this wasn't a bad time to do that.
As a survivor, he is now dedicated to talking with patients going through that journey. Every year, he looks forward to the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network PurpleStride 5K.
It's the one time in the year where the community gets together as a whole, and when you have 1,000+ people together, there are smaller gatherings throughout the year, but this is the main focus and the main event.
It was scheduled for Saturday.
We had over 1,000 participants coming out today. And had raised, I just checked, and we've raised $317,000.
With the start and finish line planned for here on the Auraria campus.
I've been a volunteer for the last 24 years because I lost my dad to pancreatic cancer. And I'm going to be honest, it was frustrating because, again, it's an opportunity to help raise awareness.
The organization decided to cancel the day before the event due to protests at the same site.
Part of my sadness about it not being in person was the hope that it gives to our survivors and caregivers and families that are currently going through treatments.
The survival rate is now 13%, better than years past, but organizers say they're still unsure if they can say see you next year.
They didn't get to experience today what PurpleStride is all about, and hopefully they'll be there next year, but I know they'll be looking on from above as well.
Volunteers still handed out t-shirts at Ball Arena and said they had a great turnout despite the situation. Even with the rain from yesterday and into today, there are still dozens of tents here. Protesters are still here. Auraria campus officials made a statement saying no additional arrests were made today, but they are still observing and assessing the situation as of right now. Reporting live in Denver, Ria Jha, 9 News.
Ria, thank you.